Hey guys, so I'm back. I just wanted to do the video on pretty much how the first trimester has gone with twins. It was absolutely horrible. I'm not even gonna lie. So far, like, I've been through some stressful stuff as far as like baby ache, possibly having Down syndrome or congenital heart disease, my cervix thinning and funneling, you know. I mean, we've been through a lot in the second trimester as far as like emotional, stress. But as far as like physically ill, would be the first trimester. It was absolutely insane. Like, horrible morning sickness. It wasn't even like morning sickness. I would have it more so at night, and like a lot of heartburn. I already had like acid reflux before I got pregnant, so it's like it only intensified it once I found out that I was pregnant, and then I'm having twins, and it was a lot, because it was like I could eat something and I wouldn't even really be hungry. Like, I had to force myself to eat. And in that first trimester, and like I would eat maybe half of whatever I cooked or whatever my husband went out and grabbed. And then I would lay on the couch and literally, like, I could feel it coming up and I would just throw up. I would be throwing up like stomach acid, and it was disgusting. And I finally went to my doctor and was like, look, I need some sort of medication because I can't do this, So they put me on omeprazole. If you have never tried it, you need to. If you're having any issues at all with heartburn, you don't need like a doctor prescription to get it. You can pick it up from Target or Walmart, and it's wonderful. So definitely, keep that in mind. It's nothing that's going to harm your babies or anything. It's perfectly healthy, and it works wonders. Like, I can eat whatever I want now. I will say that with eating spicy foods and with drinking like Coca-Cola, which I don't really drink that anyways, but like every once in a while in the first trimester, like towards the end and like the beginning of the second trimester, I would drink like a Coke a week, just to kind of get some caffeine in me and, maybe a little bit of energy. But even with the omeprazole, like drinking Coke and eating spicy foods sometimes can cause still like some indigestion, like when you lay down. So I still try to kind of watch what I eat, because obviously sleeping is hard enough in the second trimester than to have to go through, basically, the whole indigestion, the food coming up while you're trying to sleep, and, it's just a mess. But the omeprazole is a lifesaver. I will tell you this, because I couldn't even eat, and now at least I'm able to eat. Like, my first trimester, I was getting up at 3 and 4 in the morning to, like, cook breakfast, and I am not a breakfast eater at all. Like, you can give me, like, a granola bar, Nutri-Grain bar, something, and I'm good, Like, I don't need, like, this big fancy breakfast. And I was, like, craving eggs and, like, waffles and toast and sausage and bacon. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? At that point, I didn't even know that I was pregnant. And then I found out, and I was just like, really? So, yeah, crazy, like, cravings in the first trimester, hungry all the time, but couldn't necessarily eat. But it was rough. I'm not even gonna lie. I had a lot of lower back pain, kind of like you would have when you're on your period. because my periods are horrible. Like, I'm one of those girls who cramp, bleed to death, feel like you're bleeding to death, and your back hurts so bad, your head hurts, you end up throwing up. You know, like, that is me. And I'm one of those girls that's like, I can't work, you know, on my first day of my period. Like, I need to take some ibuprofen, some Midol, you know, I need to take a hot bath, and I need to lay down, and I need to go to sleep. But I will say, the older you get, that seems to not really be as big of an issue as when I was younger. So that is good. But yeah, lower back pain, that was so intense. Like, it kind of worried me because I've had a miscarriage before, and like, that was one of the first signs of my miscarriage, was the lower back pain. But little did I know I was carrying twins. So, I mean, I guess the pain in your back is like intensified, especially when you're carrying two. But other than that, I mean, the first trimester, I'm not going to say it wasn't bad, because it was. Like, I would prefer the second trimester 10 times over the first. I did have spotting in the first trimester about 3 different times, which was very scary. You know, but it was normally like when I was out walking around a lot is when I would start kind of spotting, and my doctor's like, just go home, put your feet up, you know, as long as you're not like, you know, bleeding a lot, you're not having cramps, just take it easy and try to rest. So that's definitely, you know, what we did. And I mean, I stopped, and I haven't, you know, bled any in the second trimester. I have had a few like kind of crampy feelings, but I really think that's like round ligament pain that I'm feeling, and it's just kind of like more of a discomfort than like a cramp. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much how my first trimester went. I laid on the couch the entire time and was just sick as a dog, really. But when you're having twins, like, your hormones are double what they are when you're pregnant with one. So it's a lot to get used to. And, you know, the shock of finding out that you're pregnant after trying for 7 years, and then the shock of finding out that you're pregnant with twins, and then dealing with everything else that goes along with pregnancy in that first trimester, was just like, I feel like we were in shock pretty much the entire, you know, once we found out through the rest of the first trimester, we were pretty much just in complete shock. But that is about it for the first trimester. I gained like, I want to say 2 pounds, and then I lost it, and then I gained 4 pounds, and then I would lose it. But I think like pretty much by the end of the first trimester, I had gained like 4 or 5 pounds with twins. So, I mean, that is, you know, that's pretty normal. I mean, you could probably gain more, and some people even gain less. But like I said, I was having a lot of trouble like eating and until like towards the end of my first trimester. So yeah, that's about the gist, you know, of what the first trimester was like. It does feel a lot different than a singleton pregnancy, only because everything's more intensified. So, yeah, that's about all I have to say about that. But I will go ahead and post another video of the second trimester and just let you know kind of how I'm feeling, where I'm at, and then we'll go from there. See you later, guys. Bye.